What's going on, guys? It's Alec, aka Python Don, back with another video. Today's video I actually shot like 3 months ago when I was doing the clutch stop video. So if you guys may have seen on the oil extraction video, maybe the headlights were a little different. Well, that's what we're getting to in this video. Bear in mind, I shot this a few months ago, so I was still a little uncomfortable in front of the camera. Yeah, it's an important one because it's the LED or tail lights and all the new kind of refreshed look on the headlights and tail lights on the E46s. So yeah, guys, thank you for watching. Stay tuned, and I'll see you guys in the next videos. I got a lot of stuff on order. Getting into some fun stuff now that I got these babies. So stay tuned, guys. This is what we're gonna go over today. I'll get you guys some before and afters and stuff, but we'll get continuing on to the video itself. All right. Okay, so as you guys can see from that walk around, give you a good idea of kind of how it looks right now. Those amber corners, amber bumper reflectors, these are called side markers there. And then obviously the amber rears. Now there is some people that really like this look because it gives it like that classic old school kind of look to the car. You can't actually get these in amber and LED, but I decided because of the green, the alloy wheels, and some of the chrome trim around the car, the contrast with the clears and stuff is going to be very nice. So I had Gran Turismo Sport, or Gran Turismo 6 I think, on the PS4, and you can get an M3 in Oxford green. And so what I'm going to do is kind of replicate that. So these housings here I'm going to paint black, clear corners with the amber bulbs instead of having the amber housing and the clear bulbs. So you could still see some amber pop through the housing to give it like that classic OEM M3 look. So yeah, that's what we're gonna work on today, guys. So let's get to it. So this is all you're gonna need to do what I'm gonna do today, more or less. If you don't want to paint the front little housings, the paint's right here if you do. Fusion, it bonds the plastic. But yeah, with that being said, you got your LED tail lights. I got these off Amazon for 160 bucks. Get this, they're the exact same brand that they sell on ECS Tuning for 250 bucks. I think I got these for 140. They're called Eagle Eye or something like that. They're not OEM, but for 150 bucks, they'll do the job. And you're saving yourself 100 bucks then going to an ECS one. Then I have my amber bulbs for the corner. These are the amber bulbs for the sides, the reflectors, and then the clear corners that I just got in today. Actually, they came in on time. So step one is literally just taking off these corners on each side. You need a good old handy dandy Phillips. You literally get, you can kind of see it, there it is. Phillips head in there. You don't need to loosen it completely, just enough. You'll feel it starts getting really easy to twist. And voila, should come out. All right, corners off. Now time for the fun part. I'm gonna pop this off with the flathead. I'm expecting some spillage once I pull the washer. The nozzle that it's connected to is probably gonna shoot out a bunch of windshield washer fluid. I hope it doesn't have too much pressure and comes and hits me in the chest, but if it doesn't, it'll hopefully fall into this bucket and not get it all over the floor. But honestly, it's windshield washer fluid. I don't give a shit, I'll just hose it down. But that's what I gotta do next to get this off. What no one realizes is you don't need to take the headlight off to get the freaking lens off. And that's all I need to get the lens. You could just pull on this. All right, honestly, not horrible. You saw it fucking blast off all over me. No homo. But yeah, this is what came off. Actually, the trim came off with it, so not that bad. I was trying to figure out how to get this off. I thought you twist, and you do actually twist it. It doesn't look like it wants to. It looks like you're gonna snap it if you do. But nope, when you're pulling it out, it's gonna wanna retract, so you're kind of fighting that. Just twist this way, Boom, and it popped right out. And actually, because I was kind of low on fluid already, it didn't shoot out too much. So I just dried it up with the rag, and let's go on to the next one. So next up is actually gonna be getting your flathead in here to pry this trim off. This long piece that comes across the bottom here. This side was giving me trouble, so look what I got. Shit, this is for like iPhones, bro. When I used to replace iPhone screens, because I cracked so damn many. I think this is why I have this. Anyways, this should do it. For this side, for whatever reason, I'm having a lot more trouble, but really you just want something short and something that can just get into that space and pull on that tab. All right, staying on this side, it's pretty straightforward. First thing you're gonna do is pull up with your finger on that guy. Get in there with your finger. This guy here, this guy, and here on this side, I don't know if I can catch it. It's the same exact concept. It's right here. And this is, I think, your weather gasket to help keep some moisture out. Very last corner. So all those, you can pop all those with your finger. Super simple. And then from there, ta-da! Let me get a flathead for this, but boom, thank you, thank you, thank you. And no need to take off the headlight for this, boys. This is how you do it. This goes back to when I owned my first BMW, and I did these cheap ass angel eyes. And this is how I learned how to do this on the forums, of course, because all that forum support, like we talked about, BMW is notorious for, or is known for. I think notorious is a bad connotation, but lens off. And then this is literally all you do with this puppy. I think you just pull on this. Yeah, you just pull. Do not break it. Do not break it. We're gonna paint this bad boy. Let's roll. Welcome back to the painting station. I realized I don't have alcohol, so what I ended up doing is like a really tiny bit of all-purpose interior cleaner with some water, and then I can finish it off maybe with some auto glass cleaner. Let's clean up the lenses. That way I can get them prepped for paint. Supposedly the paint, you don't even need sanding paper or nothing, so I'm just gonna fucking roll with it, boys. Let's roll. Oh, let me get my brush. Set of gloves. I sweat my ass off in here in these things. I guess this is it. Let's fucking go. I'm just gonna start spraying this shit. Trying to do a few coats, you know, make it all proper. Is that a light coat? I don't know. I think I went heavy on that one. I'm getting a little drip there. I'm gonna pause. I like the spray on the wall. That one looks a lot better. This one is bad. Maybe on the second go over or something? Does that work like that? We'll see. All right, check it out. You can see how bad this side is. Look at that shit. What I'm hoping is, like, even in the corner there, oh, it looks terrible. What I'm hoping is some of the headlight itself, no, this is definitely gonna be exposed, was gonna cover it, but this side came out way smoother, and that's just my first coat. I guess I don't do light coats, guys. I mean, I don't paint for shit, so. For now, I think it's gonna work. While that's drying, let's get working on the side ones, which are super easy. These guys and those. I think when I'm putting everything back though, these guys are gonna go last, but at least I can get them prepared. So let's do that. I've been busting my ass in this thing for the past 10 minutes. There's a spring right here on the bottom. You guys can see it. These little guys here. So that's what you wanna, as this thing is in there, pushing force down to then slide these top prongs in. The other side, on my products that I bought, the other side, this one here, the prongs on the top aren't sticking up so much, and it's a lot easier to get in. Now, it doesn't fit perfectly, but I think I'm gonna roll with it. I'm just gonna give this side another try again. Successful, not so successful. Broke it right there. I'm gonna glue that shit on. I don't even care. That was such a pain in the ass. I sanded it down just a tiny bit and sanded the little notches, but still, I might just put some glue around the rim. I'm getting a new bumper soon anyways, guys, so I don't know why it took so long on this, but I did add my second coat already. Check out how much easier this side is. Went too far. Like, what? Too easy. Too easy. It's definitely a product thing. Could have been a little easier on the other side had it been, so I shaved it down a little bit. That's what helped, but I still fucking cracked the edge there. Whatever, let's go to the corners. I think you want to come in from here, and I know I'm using metal on metal. Don't judge me, there you go, because I just knew it was easy like this. Slide the harness out, and then with one hand, pinch tab right there. Pinch on it, pull apart. Boom. So look at that beauty. You can see it poking through the clear. Love that. And that's what it looks like. Just wash these up, cleaning everything up. It's probably overkill, but you know, everything deserves a nice bath, you know, right? Anyways, gonna throw this in. Let's put these in. Let's put the housings in. Let's roll. Did already just paint my second pass on the and look, it looks better. Okay, you can still see it there, but you know what? On the second pass, it does look a lot better on that one. I think these came out the best. So you can see here, still drying a little bit, but these just clip right back in. You don't have to be aggressive at all, just kind of feel it. Just feel it, you know, just feel it. This is the side that came out money. You're gonna make sure you really get all of them. We got this part. You wanna push that side in, the evil side first, the side that we all hate so much. There. All right, the one that was giving me a hard time actually was the tab right here in the middle. Just wanna make sure you got that one lined up right. You're gonna get your washer nozzle, needle nose plier, pull that thing out so you can install this thing back and just let it go. It should snap right back into place. I literally bought these fuckers today just for that. Let's see if they work. You evil thing, you. Go with it. Push this nozzle in. Got it. Some shut out the other side. All right, so now we're putting on the side mirrors. You can kind of see right over there. I got everything on, the bottom portions. Now it's just the side mirrors. Side mirrors, listen to me. So, over here I got the new ones. Just push it in, twist. Put this guy back into here. You want to get a little clip just like that. Look how nice that looks. That's what it's about. Money. Same thing for the others. That's what I'm talking about. Let's slide these babies in. Let's get on these tail lights. A nice plus about this too that I'm gonna be benefiting from is this. Ever since I bought this car, my left tail light was always dimmer than my right because this thing would constantly be popping out of place like that. Just that he's over any bump or anything like that. So now when I have replaced the whole housing, it's gonna be a lot better, a lot nicer. I won't have to be dealing with that either. So let's do that. All right, so the first ones I'm going to work on are actually gonna be the trunk taillights. Really all you need is like a little pry tool like this. And you're gonna go here and just, there you go. Pop that one out. The boss right there is a boss valve. Another two down there on either side. I'll just do that, just make my life easier. I know you've been creating that shit. Holy fuck. You've been flying. And then, dude, what am I missing here? Oh, and I popped the wrong ones off. These are crazy. You're gonna have a little connector here. Squeeze it, unplug. Do the same thing on the other side, yep. And it's the first time, boys and girls, I'm using my electric ratchet that I got from selling the intake. So 10 mil deep socket should do. Wow, that is legit. And these should just pop off through the top. So here's the new right side assembly. There's a little lip right here. You want to grab it and hook it off this lip in the corner right there. Slide it in like that. Then attach this puppy to it with the 8 mil or the 10 mil, and you're good for that side. Bolt goes through, nut goes through here, tightens down to clamp this thing into place, then you can slide this on. Just lost it a little bit, but I'm back. Now you can put this guy in. Oh, no, that's way too much. So this kit, that ain't supposed to be bent. This is the bolt that it screws down onto. And it looks like it's bent at an angle, which is throwing everything off. So yeah, not fun. I'm just gonna get it on. It's gonna be a little loose, and I'm just gonna message the seller, see what I can do about it. Whew. Well guys, I don't want to admit it, but I just struggled with that for over 35 minutes probably, just lost all my daylight. I'm gonna put the tail lights in, and I'll meet you guys tomorrow if it's already too late to do a walk around on this with the LEDs, and we'll catch up from there. Well, alrighty guys, that wraps up today's video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I did end up getting those rear tail lights on. They were a pain in the ass. The just build quality of them, I mean, it's 150 bucks, so you get what you pay for, but for 150 bucks, it's not that bad. They actually don't throw error codes either, so that's nice. But yeah, I hope you guys liked the video. I'm pretty happy with how the car came out. Slight crookedness on one of the trunk tail lights, but I already reached out to them. They're gonna send me a new one. It was like actual part defect, so that should straighten out a little bit. But all in all, pretty happy with how it turned out. The car definitely looks a lot more modern. Just look at it, peeking back at me. Very happy with it, guys. Thanks for watching again. Please like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys on the next video.